Welcome back to San Clemente, California. This is the Hurley Pro. We're into round 3, heat number 2. Michel Bourez taking on Miguel Pupo. Michel representing Tahiti on the top 34, and Miguel Pupo, a big part of the Brazilian Storm. Michel talks about some newer names that he's hoping will qualify to represent Tahiti on the main stage later down the track. He's also a surfer that's been committed to the Firewire surfboards for a long time now in his career. It's taken him to big wins and has taken him to be a world title campaigner. Miguel Pupo is going to get the first wave, casually setting up this stretched out wall at the lowers right. Not much happening there, a lot of foam on the face, just kind of bending out to sea. So Michel Bourez has priority. And he's such a standout at lower Trestles. Nice and easy approach for Pupo is so fun to watch. He's just going to grab a quick look at this wave on the inside. Just taking a look and he's out, so nothing scores. Pupo just trying to stay warm out there in these cooler conditions.
Well, yeah, I remember one wave that stands out. I don't think I'll ever forget it. Was a wave at Pipeline, and he kind of looked like Jerry Lopez to me, so I was straight away a big fan.
Pupo starting to wind up for this left. Blow tail ends up throwing it away, so he's just kind of roaming around the inside corner, still waiting for something solid to come through in this second heat. I congratulated him. I asked him about the celebration. He said there wasn't one. He's like, if I'm taking time off, there's someone else that's working hard for my job. Pupo taking it very seriously. Another just up and out, but we have more waves out the back ear pods. Michel still sitting nice and deep, and he's scoreless here at the 20-minute mark, so a ton of swell. And still waiting for the first ride. Michel's going to take this one. Already has a ton of speed. Big forehand hook for the Tahitian. A rapid cutback. This thing's starting to run down the line. Michel's committed to a big hack off the top. Driving that body torque wrap again, and he gets out of there on the inside corner. Pupo's on the next wave.
Oh.
Under the lip, speed jam to come around the corner. He'll climb the next section and slip off.
I absolutely love that turn that Miguel Pupo does. He gets nice and low and almost upside down as he hits that coping.
So radical. Do you see that maneuver?
Not a lot.
Down that often?
No, not a lot at all. I mean, he's. I like the way he gets nice and compressed too, and it extends off the lip. Let's have a look at Michel's wave first. He's waited a long time to pull the trigger right here. Almost half the heat gone. Nice turn right there from Michel Bourez. The thing that Michel's got to be careful of, Joe, is not to overpower the wave. Make sure he just takes his time, can get a little bit too excited at times and maybe try and fit too many turns in. Right there, just not quite finishing that one off. So 3 solid turns, but watch this right here. Bam, just that beautiful speed projection around the section, and then just kind of didn't really finish that off. So I think Miguel Pupo was definitely on his way to something good right there. The stock standard for these guys. Yesterday, there were, if you had a 5.83 in your scoreline, you weren't making heats, Joe.
Watching this now, Pupo looking for a 3.01. Clean float, now going off the lip for that carve. Plenty of speed on the smaller inside wall, and he'll just keep hacking away. Nice and vertically, covering some ground. His best wave still in the making. And jams it one more time. Pupo finishes, and Michel's picking off the left. Bourez, the power punch on the back end. Always has a lot of movement through that upper body if he's going right or left, and that'll back up his 5.83. Miguel Pupo always calm under pressure. Let's see how he performed on this inside right.
You know, obviously repositioned himself further down the line. There's that little transition turn, so now he starts to open up. Nice maneuver right there. Again, just racking up points as he goes down the line. Beautiful vertical turn, so it's all nice, clean surfing. No mistakes, which the judges are going to love, and then finished off nicely. So you can see how he slowly gathered his rhythm through that wave and finished off good. Michel, on the other hand, watch this turn right here. Just throwing everything into it. The body, watch how extended that body gets as he goes through his turn. So different approach from Michel Bourez.
Luke Egan, such a talented Australian, one of the best surfers in the world, took that one out. The whole rest of the champions are all regular footers that have taken this one out. And 6 titles going to Kelly Slater as the most successful guy. Right out front, we've got Michel Bourez. Just powering some forehand hooks. Got the lip to hit on the finish. He'll keep his board under his feet and stomp that one.
In the early stages of this heat, so, you know, I like the fact that he's changing it up, finally found something good. Let's have a look at this one. You don't need a big wave out here at Trestles to get the good scores, especially when you're as powerful as this guy. I mean, look at that, just throwing so much into it. And again, just wrapping it around, just, you know, you talk about the criteria. Michel Bourez ticked a few boxes right there. I think we're going to see this, the highest scoring wave of the day so far, Joe. And it was pure, raw aggression from Michel Bourez. Right there, just manhandling these little waves at lower Trestles. Big wraparound. I love this last turn right here. Didn't go for too much. Just made sure he finished that off. Good control there from Michel Bourez. He needs a big score, Joe.
He's thinking about this one right now. Pupo needs a 7.36. Under the lip flow, one of his signature moves, is not going to help him on that section. He goes down, will lose priority to Michel Bourez. So now he's running out of time. There have been a few sets in this heat. Let's see what happened for Pupo here.
Yeah, just a high line. Let's have a look and see what happened here. Just that front foot. See, that front foot came right off the board there. That was an awkward wipeout right there from Miguel. And that section really did stretch out, so I couldn't see him making it regardless of which way he went. Everyone is. I mean, this is the kind of wave where it kind of suits everyone's style of surfing. You've got a little bit of everything. So a healthy mix of solid turns, airs, all kinds of stuff.
Pupo into the final minute, needing a 7.36 on this wave. It's a smaller section, so he's got to outperform the wave quality. A couple of vertical snaps. You can tell how solid he's looking. Board's looking great, but just not a whole lot left for him on the inside corner.
You know what, Joe? I wanted to see that aggression earlier. There was a couple of ways where he was just a little bit too casual. You know, when it comes down to the crunch, sort of searching for that score. We saw that little bit more of intensity from Miguel Pupo, but just a little bit too late.
Right here, was this wave going to give it to him?
No, too small. I mean, look, you can see this is what I want to see from Miguel. Just that little bit more aggro, just a little bit more pizzazz. You can see a little bit sense of urgency right there coming in. That's better from Miguel. It's going to be a good score. It's going to probably be his best score, but a 7.36. I'm not sure about that. Needed something special on the inside to finish that off.
Sort of similar to a style of Rob Machado, just so groomed and radical at the same time. Scores coming in for Pupo, needing a 7.36. It is a 5.7 and not enough. Michel Bourez takes the win with that big 7-point ride to move on to round 4 to take on Jordy Smith, probably later on today.
Yeah, it's going to be a great heat, and they're going to be joined by whoever wins this next one, which is going to be fantastic. So Michel Bourez, to me, dodged a bit of a bullet right there, Joe.